Well, all right. How's everyone out there today? Bob's back, Biker News Canada on a Wednesday evening. Yeah, we made it halfway through the week. I almost made it Christmas shopping today, but then I didn't. That's just how it went. Sure, 1%er. Good to meet you, bro. I'm not sure if I've met you before on the chat, but thanks for dropping in. And just so you know, if you ever see me live, you're always welcome to drop on in and give your 2 cents or whatever you got to give, or just say hello, whatever you want, brother. We're here. And we got Rob Karen in the house. Good to see you, Rob. And we got Kay Wayne. How are you, brother? Oh, and we got Tommy too. Tommy, you left a comment. Sorry I missed the live, but I think you were at the live yesterday. So what I do is after I do the live, I chop out a couple clips and then I repost the clips mostly on other sites so I can try to funnel more people over to the YouTube channel and stuff, right? That's kind of what I do with that. So if you see a clip and it looks familiar, it's because it probably is familiar if you're one of the people that is pretty much here for all the lives, which you guys seem to be pretty good, and I really appreciate you guys for all that, man. It means the world to me. It really does. No, we don't want that one. We want that one. Yeah. Okay, I forgot to hit share screen, but we're gonna get rid of it. And yeah. So anyway, like say Wednesday, fucking cold as fuck up here in Canada. It sucks. It snowed all night last night. Boo! But you know what? We get winter every year where I live. I've never gone through a year with no winter, but I have gone through a year where I could get my bike out for a ride once every month of the calendar year. I did that once. So that was pretty fucking wicked. Don't forget the book, One Night of the Playpen. Type One Night of the Playpen right into the search bar on the Google or on the Amazon if you're not close to me, and the book will show up. That's the only way I found out on Amazon. If you just put biker books and stuff like that, you might not find it. But type One Night of the Playpen right in the search bar, and it comes up. Yeah, I love you too, bro. I really do. You guys make this so much. Christmas fundraising for Bob too, bro. Fuck, I'm falling apart out here. Hey, thanks, Tommy. I appreciate that, brother. So the cool thing about with the channel starting to pick up steam and getting more people on it and stuff, basically after Amazon does everything, so Amazon prints it for me, they publish it for me, and they ship it for me. So basically my ends is, roughly around $10, give or take a little bit, depending on where it went to. So I've been getting little shots of like $60 here, and then the next month another 60. So the book's selling, man. And it fucking thrills me to death. I love it, man, because it's going out there. It may not be quick, but I never expected a New York bestseller either. So, but it's moving, man. SSW, good to see you, brother. Always a pleasure. But yeah, man. So what's going out there? We got Bobby Jones in the house. Good to see you. Always a pleasure. I like to see you guys. It makes my day. So yeah, I think after yesterday's show, because yesterday's show was about fucking creepy fucking subject matter and subject material. I didn't like yesterday's show. But I figure we'll jump back into the nice guy side of bikers, man. The riding clubs and what they're doing. They're out there. They're doing the Christmas thing, Hey, Kurt. Good to see you, brother. How you doing today, man? You all good? Weather girls. You don't like the biker dudes in the back? I like that guy with the big crazy red beard. I've never met a biker with a big crazy red beard like that. Ever. That's what you get when you ask AI to make you something. You say, hey, make me something. Hey, that's weird. The thing on the fucking wall's coming through it now, behind my head there. That's fucking weird. Where is that thing? No, that's layout. It's this thing, isn't it? Layout, visual effect. That one, isn't it? Yeah. So we can go no virtual background. See that thing in the background? My buddy and I were just starting to put together a riding club, and then he got arrested and called it the Twisted Bastards. I still wear some of their shirts around sometimes. Here, we can go back to this backdrop, you know. Hey, look at that. It's a lot of orange, though, isn't it? It's a lot of orange. We can go with the Harley dealership that shut down here in London. That's what we'll do. Let's do the Harley dealership that shut down here in London. Still can't believe it shut down. I don't think any, yeah, you got that one right, SSW. Good for you, Kirk. Make them, oh, I wonder if I can get AI to make them move. They probably would. But did I fucking type something in wrong again, bro? Anna? Because I do that a lot. All right, what do you guys got going on? The Heathen Nation clothing. What is that, bro? I don't know what that is. Tommy made a flame cutting table properly with a plas. What? Made on a flame cutting table. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, with the plasma. Is that the Baikonur's Canada one? Yeah, if it wasn't that orange, we might have went with that one. I'll come up with a new background. It's probably time to switch it up for a bit. My sister got me one last Christmas. I won't throw it out. Oh, nice. Very nice. Now tomorrow's Thursday, right? Yeah. Tomorrow night we got some directors of a motorcycle museum in Northern Ontario. Oh yeah. I'm sorry, Southwest. Yeah, you're right. That was made with a plasma cutter. Absolutely, it was. He's out. He's in a halfway house. I got to give him some time till he gets his next move out of the halfway house. He still doesn't got enough freedom, so I'll give him a little bit of time. And we'll see what's happening next summer, man. I hope it turns into a good summer again. Hey, TRC 275, good to see you. Coming in all the way from, are you in northern Manitoba? You must be already in the freezing already zone, eh? The two tooks. All right. So like I say, it's Christmas, coming on Christmas. All the riding clubs that I follow and all that, they're hard at it, man. I love to see these guys doing all this stuff. I really do. And it's not really a whitewash. Like you know, some clubs, they're up to no good all the time, and then once in a while they'll do something nice for the community, and it's kind of a whitewash. Now these guys aren't whitewashing nothing. This is what they do because they choose to do it. They like it. So we got the Primal Sinners. I do believe they're down Niagara Way, and oh no, they're in Orangeville. Sorry. Um, they've had some more stuff added to their gift table and all that. So they're showing that off. And one of their sponsors and one of the donators is Jenny's Custom Leather. And she is in Orangeville. So stop in and see her if you're up that way, if that's your part of the world. And good place to get some Christmas gifts also for the rider in your life. And they're doing draws on Christmas baskets to raise money. I can't remember who for. I think for the kids in the hospital, I believe. Here we got Road Dog. Good to see you tonight, brother. I didn't know that you were from the same street I was from. That's interesting to find out. That's very cool. And we got Jared in the house too. How are you, bro? Good to see you, my friend. How's things going with your brother? He's still south, that guy, is he? Oh no, you gotta re-up again, bro. I'm getting there too. My fucking kid came home, man. My bag goes empty twice as fast now, man. It fucking bums me out. For public safety. It's always what happens with me too. I went out today without smoking too many. We're supposed to go Christmas shopping. We made it through one store and I said, fuck this. We came home. Oh no, we did groceries. Then I said, fuck this. Holy Christ. Fuck doing groceries. Never again. So those that wonderful vet club, the Commandos. We did an interview with one of their chapters. He was a really good interview, that fella. Really, really good interview. So the chapter from Prince Edward Island just passed the hat and did a donation or straight from the chapter for the food bank in their area, the Pictou County Food Bank in PEI. Right on, all you guys in the Commandos. That's the way to keep it going, man. Keep that Christmas love going in your area. Geez, I was out there buying groceries like I was a rich man, K Wayne. Fucking, I regretted that when I hit the fucking checkout total. Christ. Hey, Craig, good to see you, bro. I can't believe it. Just me and my son. Now he's an adult, so two adults. It costs pretty much, it's over $200 to feed him and I for a week. And then the girl comes home. No, she's one of my kids too. It's not like I can tell her, don't fucking eat my food. Of course not. You got to slap on another 100. Bam, just like that. And now you're going to the grocery store 3 times a fucking week. 100 here, 150 there, 200 there. Like, what the fuck, man? I don't know what they did to the grocery stores. Scrap Iron, good to see you, brother. Much love all the way from down. Where are you? You're South Carolina, aren't you, bro? All the way down there in the States, boys. Did you do the mango? You just eat the mango about maybe 20 minutes, half hour before you smoke. Then you do a big session and it's a fucking nice. It's nice. It's that easy. North Carolina, right. Not South Carolina. Fuck, I probably insulted you when I said that, did I? Okay, what else do we got here? We got Angelo from the Handwriters group up there by Walkerton. So Harley's Pub and Perk, which is where they have their bike, their get-togethers. Even in the winter, if you're up in Walkerton on Saturday afternoons, they do they get together Harley's Pub and Perk in Mild May. But for this one, they raised a bunch and they did a food thing at Harley's Pub and Perk, and they got together a bunch of food for the Walkerton and District Food Bank. Well done, all you people involved. The Handwriters group, a great bunch of people. And they're kind of in the small towns, man, and they're out there having so much fun all the time. They got good runs all through the summer. So we got here the Bikers Church. These are some people I want to get up for an interview. Apparently, well, the Outliers went to their must have been a fundraiser gala or something like that. And we had these ladies up for an interview. Or no, yeah, it wasn't a lady, it was a co-ed club, right? And we had the two girls, the president and the vice president up for an interview a few months ago. Up from the Ottawa area. So yeah, so the Bikers Church, and that is in Ottawa, Ontario. And I think from what I understand, they do as much as they can for the community. So thank you to Bikers Church for an amazing evening, great night with a lot of our club and so many friends at Capital City Bikers Church. So that's pretty cool. They're all up there doing their thing these days. Craig's in the house. How are you, Craig? Yeah. Nomadic Pirate. Good to see you. No, I think that's a true one, bro. The mango thing. Tommy will tell us tomorrow. Did you get mangoes, Tommy? My tetanus wishes the store Christmas elevator music would return. Oh, Christ, man. That's all I heard today was, and my kid used to work in that grocery store for like, I don't know, 5 years or so. I said, how the fuck did you get through December? Like you really gotta tune that out to get through a whole shift. And besides that, all you're doing all day is beep, beep, beep. No. But hey, man, that's one of those good part-time jobs that's out there for kids still. Amazon canceled you. Huh? Let me know if that happens again, bro. I'll make sure there's not an issue with it. Like, I hope they didn't take it down or anything crazy. Like you say, they just sent me, a little bit last week or the beginning of the month. Tommy calls Stipe. Okay. Also fun with fun fungus varieties too. Oh yeah, eh? I wouldn't have known that one. That's interesting. That's very interesting. No, I never had a red beard, bro. Now we have Big Red in our chapter. He was the last guy I brought in. He was the last guy I sponsored before all those fucking handcuffs came out. Now this is a good one. The Highwaymen Art Riding Club and Quinnis Art Riding Club. And they were down at the Portuguese Bake Shop down there in Toronto. And they're helping out the Fallen Riders and Pace Law Firm. And they did a big toy drive. And there they are, all getting together at Joe's shop. And we've had Joe on for an interview before. He's a good man. He's a funny guy. I really got to get out for a ride with him next summer. He rides around with some fucking crazy skeleton strapped to his back seat, man. But they do a lot of good stuff. So the Primal Sinners also wanted to thank you to the Cinderellas for their donation to our raffle table. And they brought some gift cards for Tim Hortons and Canadian Tire and all that good stuff. So right on. Everyone's getting in the spirit down there. I love to see that, man. I like to see that shit. And then out east again. But remember, we've had both of these groups on for interviews. We had the Micmac. It's Micmac, and then there's an I at the end. We had them on. They were a riding club. Nice bunch of people. And they're trying to help their community. And that's all wood burn. That looks nice, eh? That was hand done. That looks great. And it's a little it's one of those brotherhood things, right? With the Micmac on the top and the Warriors on the bottom. So the Warriors came out and another club came out as well. And they all helped these guys do a big bottle drive and raise a bunch of money for their community out there in the blazing cold. And they were still doing it. So that was fucking wonderful. Good on you guys, man. Like I say, that's just such a good fucking look for the biker community. There's nothing better than that. All right, what do we got going on in the chat? Let's jump back in the chat for a minute. Woo, I'm way behind. Where'd it go? No, I must have missed it somewhere. Where are we? Beep, pal, beep. Where are we? You should be fucking highlighted white. Oh, here it goes. No. Okay, we saw that. There it is. Okay. So we got Jerry. Tell me he's got to come to me. I got to run from that now. I'd ask paper or plastic, but put it in the cart. Back again. Hey, Bruce. Good to see you, brother. I love I've said it a bunch of times. I spent a lot of times after I left the club hanging out with Portuguese people, my best buddy and his wife and his kids and all that. And, I even went to Portugal one year for New Year's with friends of his that I met through him, and they were going. So I jumped on the airplane. I went too. I love those people, man. They got these big food trucks in Lisbon under this big underpass, and like 2 a.m. you can go get what's called a bifana sandwich and a cup of fucking beer. Like they're not crazy about beer over there. Go to McDonald's, you can do the same thing. You can get a sandwich, and a fucking beer. Beer's not a big deal over there, man. Where's my helmet? Ain't time for a. It's not time for a Tales from the Clubhouse, bro. Although I guess I better bring one up. It's been a long time since I did one. It's been a long, long time since I did one. I think I had a couple good stories that were flitting around in my head, and I've lost grasp of them. Thinking about these fucking Christmas. What the hell are they doing with this Christmas? Sure can't buy groceries for nobody. You gotta be. One of the guys in the club, he had the best fucking thing for that. And I was, I was in jail with these black guys, man. And they were cracking me up. I was going, yeah, man. The brother in my club used to call them ATDs. He's like, what's that? Is it tongue dart? He's like, you're fucking nasty, bro. Fucking. So this is the ghost writing guys. Well, any costume, that's it. Everyone's out there getting ready for Santa. I used to really love Christmas. You know, in your life. Christmas loses its fucking shine over the years. It's unfortunate. So this is what the Primal Sinners are up to up there in Orangeville. They got the booze basket draw, and it's $20 an entry to get in the draw. They're helping family transition place, and if you know a member, contact them and get yourselves in the draw. You'll have a full bar. Nothing like a drunk Christmas. Have you ever explained why you left the club life, or is that personal? Oh yeah, I think I've explained it. I think it was just at the end of being in jail, man. It was the way it was sent over to us. Well, we've been sitting in pretrial custody for just a little over a year. A bunch of guys from the club finally started saying, F this, we're leaving. So we're going to plead guilty, get whatever we get for a deal, and we're out of here. We talked the jail into putting us all into a room together from all the ranges. There's maybe about 30 of us still in custody, somewhere around that number. And now the guys who got bail got their charges dropped. The guys were in custody. If they wanted out, they had to plead guilty to being a member of organized crime. Now, the guys in the States were worried that if we pled guilty to being members of organized crime, then any new members after us, if they got one little jam up, that they would get the organized crime charge added to whatever their charges are. So it's supposed to be 7 years in Canada for being a member of organized crime. Minimum. That's a minimum, a mandatory minimum, as they call them, right? So they got us all in the room. A bunch of guys said, we don't care. We're not coming back to the club anyway. Whatever. So the guys from the States said, if you plead guilty, then you got to retire. We're not going to put you out bad, but you got to retire. So I said, okay. So me and my road partner, he was my sponsor, we were on range together, and he wasn't getting a deal because the government had him as number 2 in the region. So he wasn't getting a deal. So I said, well, I'll sit it out with you until you get out. And he said, well, you're not really up on much, so there's no reason you sitting here. He said, and you can't really help me out if we're both sitting in here. At least if you're out there and I need something, I know you'll help me. So, make up your own mind, but I recommend you just take the deal. If you got to retire, you got to retire, and we can figure it out later. Because a lot of the guys that did retire ended up being back in the fold. But I retired, and then some people said some shit to me out on the street and that, like, and I was like, you know what? You weren't the guy who lost your fucking house, almost lost your fucking wife and kid, lost everything you fucking own. The fucking bike is gone. The fucking house is gone. The car is gone. And you're fucking pointing your finger at me? Fuck that. So then after that, I didn't want to go back. So that was it. But yeah, they let me out. They made me stay another 3 months after I pled guilty, and then they let me out on time served. So 15 months for a gang charge and a bag of dancing powder. And that was it. Suicide. Hey, Gyroland, good to see you. Well, good seeing Nelly Furtado. Yes, she's Portuguese descent. Yep. And then the other riding club we had on a couple of weeks ago, most of those fellas were Portuguese. The guys who were raising money for the Children's Hospital in Hamilton. The Malaks. That's what they were called, the Malaks. KW jockey or tank shift doesn't want any special mention on the website. I've never had a bike without a foot shifter. Hey, no problem, Bruce. Thanks, bro. But yeah, that's how that went down. Then, there's a couple other, things about, like fucking the house went and she only needed someone to give her $6,000 and the house wouldn't have been lost. And between my dad, who was a fucking, well, I'm not giving her the money. She'll fucking buy fucking something else with it. It's like, well, fucking go pay the bill then. And the club, they had one guy who didn't even get arrested in the raid who owed me $3 fucking grand on the street. To this day, it's never been fucking paid. Like, what the fuck? Well, the cops took the bike. That ain't my fucking problem. I got the bike to your clubhouse. What I got with you is a debt. But anyways, that's how it goes sometimes in the world. Sometimes you find you'll take some hits with your brothers just to fucking save face or to keep peace in the family, and you'll take hits that you shouldn't have fucking you shouldn't have had to take. Where my bike was told in storage, he told me what storage. Yeah, don't be fucking telling people that sort of story, bro. Get there in the fucking spring and it's mysteriously gone. That was the thing. I saw some things as years went by in the club that I wasn't really up for. You know what I mean? I didn't really like the way that some of the guys moved. So this is a bottle drive one again. They raised $1,700 on it, and that was it. The Lucky Riders and the Warriors were the other ones that came to help. So it's pretty cool to see those three clubs coming together for some charities and stuff. That means that now they'll do some rides and stuff together. It's pretty cool. In Abate, Ontario. Look at that. They did a good toy drive, them guys. That's a lot of shit you guys rounded up. Abate, Ontario. Good for you guys, man. Very good. So because nobody ever says thanks to you guys in these other clubs, in the Abate and the riding clubs, that's what I'm here for, to say thanks to you guys for everything that you do. It's actually quite incredible. Like you say, nobody says that they had to. None of them got to. Oh, yeah, I don't like to go on about the same stories forever and ever. Yeah, you're right. Thanks for that, Bruce. Yeah, because I'd rather talk about shit like this. That's good stuff the bikers are doing. I don't know why the other fucking channels don't like. I noticed Dragon sprinkles in some things at the end of his show now, which is good. But fuck it, do a whole show of it, man. Hey, Warland, how are you, brother? Good to see you tonight, man. It's been a minute. I hope everything's all good down your way. In the Canadian history, well, yeah, because it's new to you, I suppose. You already know all the American stuff. Exactly, yeah. Yeah. And the Canadians, they can get off. When they get going, they get off. Do they sell the aluminum as scrap or is there a bottle deposit? So there's a bottle on beer bottles and any liquor bottles, there's a deposit. And I know that my brother and that we used to collect up the aluminum as scrap because that's actually worth more. Jeez. Yeah. But there's no deposit on cans. I know that. You gonna get a hoodie, bro? Nice to hear. I'll get you one. Yeah, it looks pretty cool, eh? And it's something from like their heritage, right? I remember during the interview, I kept cutting the poor guy off, and he was explaining the patch, and he had more and more to explain. I was like, oh fuck, I gotta shut up for this guy, right? Yeah, the Primal Sinners patch is a good one, eh? Bagako. Oh, I've never heard of that one, Grant. And it's too bad that Joe's place is kind of it's not too close to the highway, right? You got to get into the city to get there. Because I'd love to pop in and eat his food. I love those flattened out chickens. There's nothing better. Oh, that's interesting to know, SSW. I think so too. And it's winter, so we can't do it all the time. But in the summer we can. Because there's a bike night here and a bike night there, and here a bike, there a bike, and everywhere a bike night. And we just talk about those. And hopefully, like I say, next summer I'll be attending them live, and we'll just go live right from the bike night until it pulls out. Getting harder, well, fucking yeah, you gotta get those shit resolved, my brother. I take care of yourself out there. Problem is with all that stuff, all they want to do is write us another prescription, don't they? Here, try that. Here, try that. It always scares me. Oh, what did I lose you to? Diablo 4. Oh yeah, eh? What's see, I don't do any of those games. I got our man Road Rage. Yeah, I see what you're talking about. It almost looks like a pentagram, doesn't it? Obviously it ain't. But it looks interesting. If those are, I bet you those are swords. I think they're swords or crosses. He explained the whole thing to me, but it's definitely something from the traditional stuff, right? Look at the. Is that a fire or TV? Oh, that's a TV screen with a fire in it. Okay. Just saying, fuck, they got a big old fireplace in that spot. But they got a big old TV instead with the fireplace screen on it. Who we got here? The Salty Shores. Did we talk about this one? What did they do? They gave generous donation to our Christmas family sponsorship. All's working together for our communities. So the Salty Shore Riders, RC, and I think they were giving away a whole kit for a Christmas meal to different needy families in their community. So we got some different people doing different stuff, and that's all. It's all amazing, right? It's amazing. So you got the spots, slipping horizons. That'd be a trip, and dizziness. So you don't really need to get stoned right now. But yeah, man, that can get scary after a while, man. Graphics on that can get very scary after a while. Peaceful showing each home submissions from everyday people. Yes, that's the other thing. There's it's not the same anymore because yeah, you're right. There'll be those backyard guys who can build a really cool looking chop, right? Had them on low with no shades, etc. Still happen. Oh, from the graphics of the games, eh? Well, that'd be fucked. And then, yeah, I bet you any stroke for sure, man. Yep, get better, Orlin. And we got Chris in the house. Hello, Chris. Good to see you tonight, brother. What's an FPS? FPS. Trying to think what that would stand for. What else do we got? And I think we went all the way down to. We talked about the widow's son, and they made a presentation to Abate, Ontario, and so they donated to the widow's son fundraising as well. So Abate's getting out there these days. Good on you guys. Because sometimes you see Abate around, and sometimes they kind of go quiet for a while. So it's nice to see him out there. We got the Bacchus MC in Grey County donating some stuff at the Tipsy Fox. So if you're up there in Huron County or Grey Bruce County, all those places up north, go by the Tipsy Fox and help them out with their toy drive. Right on, all you guys from Bacchus. I like that club too. I was happy to get the guys from Halton on here. In the camp in Seabirth, they did their thing for the campfire. Wait, don't do that. Campfire Circle wish list. So they're always out there doing good stuff too, the Seabirth guys. And just so you know, up in the Ottawa region, you got to follow Alain. So they still do bike nights in the winter edition, obviously inside the Tim Hortons, but they still get together weekly. So if you're bored of sitting at home and you want to go shoot the shit with some other bikers, follow Elaine, and he'll tell you where they're all at. So that's what we got. It wasn't a big one for tonight. We don't always got to have a big show, I don't think. I just figured, like you say, we do a good news show for a fucking change. I know. I always say something fucked up, don't I? That is true too, Gyro Lamb. I agree. Oh, first person shooter. Okay, that makes sense. Stone would be welcome. Yeah, I bet you would be, bro. You're right. Especially that thing, the horizon slipping away on you. That's fucked up. Well, I guess if you're going to play one of those crazy games, you may as well have a good session before you get into it, eh? Yeah, man. I just like to get on every day and make sure that fucking we're still doing our thing. I don't care. It doesn't have to be a big news day. We don't have to have a big breaking story. It's funny, depending on what time the stories hit the internet, though. Sometimes I scoop the other channels and sometimes they scoop me. Sometimes they go on about it for a few days and sometimes I just get over it and move on to the next thing. 2 bits of great Jen, and we got a raise. And in July, we got our own apartment. Oh, you get it? Holy fuck, eh? What do they make you wait for, bro? You gotta wait all the way for July, eh? So where you been staying at, bro? Hey, thank you, Southwest. I appreciate that, bro. Like, are you in somewhere permanent? Sometimes the medicines kill you. That's what I always think. Big Pharma don't care. They'll just say it's he was sick. What'd you expect? You know? Yeah, you're right, Scrap Iron. A couple more. Oh, thanks, Tommy. I appreciate that, bro. A couple more months, eh? I got to get some saving going. And like I say, once I get myself resituated, the new year is going to be a new thing. I get myself back to being hungry and getting things going. and the bike prices are coming down for me this spring, so it should be a good purchase. And I always figure you got to have at least 10, 12 grand in Canada to get a decent bike. That'll get you onto a street glide or something like that. And if I only got a few grand, I'll make do with whatever I can get, right? Because I imagine like soft tails and all that shit, and the diners are going to come way down too. They'll be 5, 6 grand, and there ain't nothing wrong with a good dyno. And if ever I can't get the baggers, I get the dynas. It's just kind of the way my mind works. Sister-in-laws. Oh Christ. I'm moving into a falling down double wide, bro. I gotta go and fix it all up. That's my next big mission. And I just fucking can't get myself enthused about it. And we're waiting on building permits. But yeah, we're putting it up in my mom's backyard, and we're gonna build it out. And me and the kids and the dogs are going to live back there. At least all of our family will be kind of corralled, and there's a gate and shit. We might make it a fucking thing. So, like I say, that way, my boy's always with family. So if I want to step out and stay somewhere overnight or something like that, a couple nights out of the house, he's with family. So I know he's good. My brother, my mom, he'll always be looked after down there. So I love it. Oh, and you got a kid who's in school still too. Oh Christ, you got a lot of considerations on you, bro. RN is almost a prime buyer's market for this. Yes, I heard that RVs. Yeah, same thing, right? It's discretionary spending. It's not what you need. It's just what you want. That's it, Craig. That's why I want to do this channel, is to give these guys a recognition that they probably never had. They probably never had nobody say, "Hey, good on you." And I think this channel is perfect for that. And bring them on if they want to come on for an interview. They can tell us about their club and what they raise money for and all that stuff. And you see these RC people, man, they're out there to get more miles than a lot of 1%ers and diamond clubs are. I'll tell you that. Bikes are getting cheaper, Bruce, because they've got 2 million brand new bikes that didn't sell from 2024. And then you got to add on all the bikes that didn't sell from 2025. So that's why we lost. I don't know if you're in my area or not, but in London, we lost Rockies, and the same owner owned Blackridge and Cambridge. So they shut down 2 big Harley stores. Boom, they were done. And it's because the way that the dealerships and all that shit works is it costs some money to have them bikes on the floor. And if those bikes aren't selling and they want to give them back to Harley, it costs them more money again. So their best is just to keep that fucking bike until they can sell it. And they're selling 2-year-old model years with 0 miles on them. So all the prices are coming down, and that's going to make the used market adjust too, because if you can get the brand new ones for cheaper, then it only makes sense that the used ones are cheaper. You know what I mean? So that's why all that's going down. That's it, K Wayne. That's it, man. Your past can't catch up to you. Just keep on moving. That's the whole thing, isn't it? Keep on moving. Yeah, I've seen them, Kurt? Everything's coming way down in Canada. And then, of course, the time of year helps, too. December and January and February is always the cheapest time of year to buy a bike. Usually that's when I start looking if I can have the money. So, yeah, there's that factor in, too, which is actually a good factor. Oh, I thought it said the inedibles. The rest of us just need edibles. It must be only the good, because you know why, Kurt? Because dinos are good fucking bikes. They're really good bikes. You can't kill them. I've tried, but or bail money. Yeah, that's the other one, bro. Or kid 17. Okay, so she's almost done. Mobile home rock if it stays together. Freeway speed. That's impressive, I think. Oh no, brother, my mobile home's gonna be one that once it gets parked and put on the bricks, the wheels and the axles and the tongues come off, and I'm siding it all the way around and insulating the shit right out of it. And I'm gonna have to build myself a new little room to do this in. And there's a 1 bedroom in it. There's place for another bedroom. I have to double it out, kick it out to get my daughter's room in, and it'll fit us all. By the time it's all said and done, it's 48 feet long. Um, what is it wide right now? 12, 18, something like that. I think it's 12. So when it's done, it'll be 24 by 48. It'll be a tight fit for 3 people and 3 dogs. But the only saving grace is my daughter's spends more time out of the country working than she does in. She's just, and it's a weird thing. She works for Club Med. You think that Club Med would have all this worked out? When she came home last time, the first placement they gave her was Turks Caicos, and you don't need any paperwork to go down there and work as an employee. You just need to show up and go to work. Next place they sent her was France. It took her 2 months to get the appointment with the French consulate, embassy, one of those buildings. And I had to take her to Montreal. It's like a fucking 7-hour one-way turn and burn. And then another month after that interview, she finally got her paper. And as soon as she got her paperwork, Club Med bought her the plane tickets and away she went. I took her to the airport and she was gone for 2-3 months. And now they're sending her to Mexico, and it's back to the same thing. She's got to book an appointment at the Mexican consulate to get the paperwork filled out, and then wait for it to come in. And the earliest appointment that she's found is in Toronto, January 9th. So she's already missed a month of replacement again, because they only place them for 3 months at a go, and then they move them. So she's going to ask them to either send her back to Turks or Dominican, or a place that doesn't need paperwork, like a work visa or work permit. I knew that, but I'm noticing during riding months the price have dropped. Yeah, that's why, Bruce, because right now the market for motorcycles, just because of the economy being the way it is, it's discretionary spending, and sales are dropping. They're just dropping. Hey, Mama Iron Ranger, good to see you this evening. You made it. Right on. You be good, Tommy. Much love and respect, brother. And yeah, well, that's all right. That was basically what I had for tonight. Good night, Craig. You have a great night, brother. You too, Scrap Iron. Yeah, and a lot of people aren't riding no more because they're scared out there, because too many people are fucking looking at their phone. Robinson's. Was that in Niagara Falls? I know Claire's is still in Niagara Falls. Robinson's was in Hamilton, maybe. I remember the name. I just can't remember the location. Yeah, it's a buyer's market right now for bikes. Fucking right. Hell yeah, edibles will work. Hell yeah. I'm still at the part where my just having a smoke will put me to sleep at night, so I like that. Or the happy fungi. I'm too old for that anymore. That was my first bike, Kurt, was an FXR. I did like that one, bro. I did like that one. Oh, they held her back a year, eh? Fucking, that's a bummer. The one thing I wish that my goddamn kid had just fucked around even during COVID and got her GED online. She never bothered. I guess for now in her mid-20s, it's not affecting her, right? We'll see. We'll see. Nothing I can do. She got to live her own life. Well, that's it, K Wayne. I can see a second floor going up there. So I'm thinking maybe the other side should be those stackable fucking sea cans, because they don't look bad. You can fucking insulate the shit out of them and put siding on the outside. Once you got windows, sidings, and doors, you don't know what it's made out of. You know? Yeah, Robinson's is still open, eh? Right on. In a treehouse, that'd be more fun. Or go down. Call the cops and tell them you saw kids down my road. That's a good one, Whalen. I used to do some crazy shit. The crazy guys who would fucking drop shit on the side of the road. It was incredible. Harley Corporate closed a great dealer in Hawkesbury, Ontario, 5 years ago. They wanted them to build out a store. Yeah, yeah, exactly, Grant. And see, that's what they did with Rockies in London. It was just your basic greasy motorcycle store. Everyone loved it. All of a sudden, it got moved. Corporate said it's got to look like this. It didn't look like a fucking motorcycle store. It didn't look anything like where a biker would hang out, which I know they're trying to get away from that image. But look where the company is now. I think that they're crapping it out. Thank you, Orland. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna get bent no more on that shit, bro. I can't, I tried, but no, I'm not gonna worry about it no more. And the one in Oakville closed too. Yeah, man, that is a bummer. That's it. They crapped on the dealers. I tried to get that lady from the local store to me to come on for an interview, and she don't even want to talk about it. There's probably an NDA in there somewhere. And Claire's is in Niagara. I wonder. Yeah. Claire's in Niagara. Yeah. So where was Robinson's then? I can't remember where Robinson's was. I thought they were in Hamilton or St. Catharines, maybe. Yeah, man. I'll do a container house. No, I just got to figure it out. I'll bang on a whole bunch on the other side. We don't let her get a GED. Diploma only. Yeah, my kid just fucking never went, man. I was so mad at her. She's such a smart kid too. We put her in French school as a little one. She's fully bilingual, and I know she's smart. And she just never fucking tried. She never even bothered. Always bugged me. Oh, it's not Harley only. That might be the way to do it, eh, Road Dog? They put a post up on my Facebook group, and usually I take dealerships down. But I sent them a thing in the comments saying, "Hey, get a hold of me if you want to maybe sponsor the show." And in the spirit of Christmas, I'll leave it up because they were talking about a Christmas sale. Yeah, the one. Yeah, if you can get them, it's only made one trip. I've seen some pretty decent ones up for sale in Toronto. They're not very expensive either. $2,500 for the short ones. They're not that bad. At least I don't think that's that bad. That's pretty much a. Yeah, the Harley dealers look like cafes, and they got so much room for their clothing. Like, fuck, you don't need any. And then you go look at a T-shirt, $60 fucking. I went in there when I was rich and wanted new riding leather. $1,000 fucking, bro. It's got that skull on the back that you don't really see, but it's embossed in the leather. $1,000 fucking. So imagine you get drunk at the bar and you put your fucking coat down and some asshole grabs it on you. $1,000 fucking out the door. Unbelievable. Thank you, Grant. Much love, brother. We'll be back tomorrow. We'll do the interview with the Motorcycle Museum people tomorrow, man. I can't wait. I'm going to try to get him walk around through the place with his phone and show some of the stuff that's in there on Highway 3. That's what I thought. Do you think the bill in Quebec will pass banning? What are they banning in Quebec now? Criminal logos, are they? Oh wow. Yeah, that's the old Rockies one. Yeah, that is the old Rockies one. We were just fucking around at the start thinking of a different background for a change of pace. Criminal logos in Quebec, yeah, I bet you it goes through. They did that one banning fucking, what do they call it, religious something. So they were basically banning Muslim ladies from wearing the fucking thing, right? But it also means that the priest collar shouldn't be in there. Somebody with a crucifix shouldn't be in there. It's all the same. It's all religion. And Quebec passed it. Robbins is on 3. Okay. That's kind of in the Docks of Railroads place source. Yeah. Yeah, so we got the railway spur in Toronto. Is our big railway spur. Used to be an HD in my it was two story place. See, I like those sort of ones that from the States, eh? HD tried to seize his collection. Fucking dicks. But those ones in the States that have been around through a few generations, and like you say, they got their antique bikes upstairs and shit like that. You see them on TV, it's like, wow, that's what we need. Wheels through time. Yeah, man. Brand new bike and they won't even give you a t-shirt. I'm still not paying those $60 for their fucking t-shirts. I head for the clearance rack every time. Thank you, Bruce. Have a great night, brother. And yeah, like you said, hit the like button on the way out, everybody. I'm gonna pack it in here on us. I'm just going through the last of it. Yeah, they banned all of that in one province, Warland. Fucking crazy. Only in Quebec. The French just don't care. They made rules and everything just to keep the French language alive, right? Like fuck, man. If you're not speaking English even as one of your languages, you're not going that far in the world. You know what I mean? It's just the way it is. I hate to tell them that. Yeah, exactly. ASSW. Yeah, they look great and all that. And I spent 1,000 fucking bucks on it, but I didn't look at the tag because I'd shit if it said made in China. But there's tons of leather comes out of China now. Yeah, man, straight to the clearance rack. That's where I had to. I can't do it. A bunch of monkey leather. Hey, that'd be fucking interesting, eh? Are they starting to the dealerships? The big ones are going away too. Like I said, the YouTube show that I watched a couple of days ago, and they were talking about last year's numbers: 2 million unsold fucking bikes at the end of the fucking year, and then they bring out the next year's line, and then the dealership's got to keep taking them. So it's a shitty spot to be in right now. Thank you, Road Dog. You have a great night too, brother. And I'm going to sign out with us all, gentlemen. I just wanted to make sure that we got through. Oh, the states themselves. Well, yeah, yeah. That's a whole different can of worms, bro. I ain't got time to get in that conversation, but yeah, it's gonna be a weird country down there. You guys are fucking doing, and the RVs are 3 years surplus unsold. That's a bummer. Tramp, good to see you. Unfortunately, you just dropped in at the end. And Mark too, sorry, bro. I'm just signing off tonight, my guys. I I apologize for that, but you don't like the old 3 months. Exactly. And they're holding on to 3 years. I wonder how bad the car dealerships are doing too. And that's the other thing with the bikes, the RVs, and the car sales is you don't get them on zero interest anymore either. So all of a sudden now you're making a payment with a bunch of interest on it, and the deal doesn't look so appetizing, right? You may as well buy it off the used car lot when it's taking its first depreciation and get it that way. All right. Thank you, Warland. Always a pleasure, my brother. Yeah, a day late and $1 short. I feel that one, Tramp. I really do. Story of my fucking life, man. Yes, get better, Warland. 100%. Get better, bro. And hey, stop in anytime, man. Monday to Friday, 8 p.m. I'm doing it up. And I'll always find something for us to talk about, bro. I'll always find something for us to talk about. Even if I just talk to you guys in the chat, that don't bug me none. And yeah, Mark, again, I apologize, bro, but that was it. I ran out of shit to talk about. We got Craig watching me from Alberta. Right on. I can't wait to get you guys on for an interview, bro. It's going to be a good one. We're going to have a really good interview coming up in the new year. You guys like the clubs with the big histories. We're talking about a club from the 30s? I think they're around from the 30s, guys. Established 1938. I'm not going to tell you the name of the club yet, but we're in conversations. Dragon Classy Diamond Art, thank you for dropping in also. Great to see you. Again, I'm just packing it in, saying goodbye to everybody. And Orland, love you too, brother. We'll talk soon, my man. You be good out there, man. Be safe and be healthy as you can. All right, guys. That goes for all you too. Be safe. Be as healthy as you can out there. And we'll keep doing this Biker News Canada thing. And we'll make the Canadian biker scene thing more of a brotherhood each and every day and get people on the good side of being bikers. And not like that guy last night. Small place you can order some nice leather from, like supporting small business. Yeah, we used to have one in London called Talisman, and he was a really good guy. But I think he just got sick of getting underbid by the Chinese leather. He would go to a festival and somebody set up next to him. All the shit was half price to his because it was all made in China, right? He was taking out the package and they set it up and he actually made all his shit. He made bags, he made things for the dash of your tanks and all that stuff. But all right. Yeah, we lost the recipe for ice cubes, did you, bro? All right, everyone. Much love, eh? Couldn't do all this without you guys. And I love each and every one of you. Till tomorrow, be safe and take care.